Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95 the Savior, and for this video I will do something different, and I'm going to tell you guys what I personally like in men, so what I look for when I'm dating somebody. So yeah, if you're somebody that has slid in my DMs, been stalking me, been sending me emails, after hearing my list of things that I like, you should know why I didn't respond to you, or just have a better idea as to how to approach me. I decided to be cliche or cheesy, corny, whatever you want to call it. And I made a list. I literally wrote it down of 26 different things. I'm not going to pause and break up this video. We're going to do it journal style. One, because I'm lazy, and two, because it's just about me. You guys don't need bullet points. Yeah, I just want to tell you like what I personally look for. So somebody asked me this as a question a couple of years ago, and I answered it in a comment, but I figured why not make an actual video. My stance on what I like has changed a little bit, and do also keep in mind that I'm being real and honest with you. I know it's gonna make some guys mad, like, oh, you shouldn't like this or you shouldn't care about those things. I'm being honest and real with myself. I'm human, I'm a woman. All women have their list of things they personally like and or want in a man. Men have their list of things of what they personally like and want in a woman. What do you find attractive? Everyone always gives cliche answers. Oh, I want a rich man. Oh, I want a tall guy. How tall? How much money? Anything else that you like or want? So this is my full list. I probably could, go into more detail and add more stuff, but we're just going to keep it there. I'm not trying to make a 1-hour video on this, so let me go ahead and tell you. But that was just my little trigger warning. This is my opinion, what I like. I know I'm not perfect. Where in the video do I say that I am? I'm telling you what I like and what I know I can get, what I'm worth, what I deserve, what I find attractive in the opposite sex. I'm a straight woman. I like men. This is what I like. And also keep in mind that if you watch my videos, you already know this, I do not make racial exceptions. I don't care if you're black, Asian, white, Hispanic, whatever you want to call yourself. These are things that I find attractive overall, across all races. If you choose to be lazy in certain areas, I do not give race passes. It doesn't make a difference to me. Let's go ahead. So, I'm going to read directly off of my paper. In no particular order, I literally just wrote them down. For number one, I have good textures and colors. I'll talk about each one for a second. I like guys that have good communication skills. I don't want to feel like I'm the only one that wants to talk on the phone. I'm the only one that's, texting back fast. Like, I like a guy that can text back fast. I like a guy that texts you on his own. Like, I like people that can carry on the conversation. Like, if you send an emoji or some dumb shit and, you don't say anything else, like, I feel like I'm talking to a girl. This is not going to work for us. I don't like people who don't like to talk on the phone. So we don't have to talk on the phone and text all day, every day. I get it. You have a job. You have a life. I do too. But because I have those things, and I'm probably busier than you are because I do more than just work a day job, I know that you have the time to message me because I have the time to talk to you. So it's understandable sometimes we get too busy where you just can't for the moment. But if it's an everyday reoccurring thing, yeah, that's not going to be good. It's not going to work out for me. So yeah, somebody that's good at communicating, somebody that's good at texting and calling. Speaking of which, just got a text message from a guy that I'm talking to. So let's look at that. Okay, we'll get to that later. Sorry, guys. But anyway, number two, I have men that like board games and video games. So I'm a really old-fashioned person. I love board games, and when it comes to video games, I'm more of a classic gamer. So I like people that, I play new games too, but I really like people that like and know and play old games. And I like party games. So for example, I like being able to play Super Mario World, or playing Mario 2 or something like that, or playing Sonic Adventure or Sonic 3. I want somebody that can play old games with. And when it comes to board games, I love men that actually play board games. It is so rare to meet people that still play board games, especially in my home country in the US. So I really value that. Number three, I like men that like books. I really like men that like to read. I find them to be really intellectual, intelligent. I like people that read real books, not like Harry Potter type crap or manga. But I mean men that like to read real books. So self-improvement, how to fix things, how to do this, travel books, whatever it is that you like. I like men that enjoy reading. I like to read too, and I find it sexy. I like men that enjoy learning and gaining new knowledge. And I'm always reading. I'm always, watching and reading the news. I'm always reading books and trying to see what's the latest book out and whatever. So I like that. I like being able to share good books that we've read. I like going to the bookstore together, and I think that's really a good trait in a guy, somebody that enjoys reading. I see you as someone that is capable of being taught, someone that enjoys learning and staying informed. So it's a really attractive trait to me. Number 4, I like guys to have a good sense of humor, but I have an interesting sense of humor. I have a really dark sense of humor. I'm all for inappropriate jokes, race jokes, dark humor, whatever type crap, like I'm all for it. And I also like really immature things. I talked about this a little bit on my channel, but like I'm a very immature person. I like laughing at silly things. I'm the type of person where you don't want to sit next to during something serious because I'm gonna find something funny to laugh at. So for example, like on YouTube, I love like cringe videos. I love watching people getting splashed by puddles. And I've just watched like so much weird stuff, and it's thanks to my brothers and dad. And I remember like being a kid, we used to go out like shopping or to restaurants, and we would like laugh at the music because the music would be funny, like fitting us eating our food or doing something. Like I'm someone that like has that sort of sense of humor, so I like when men have a sense of humor that matches that. So yeah. Number 5, I would say men that are college educated, so bachelor's, master's, doctorate degrees. I like men that have a college education. I find that I get along with and date these guys better. I find that I can't even date people that are not college graduates. I find that it's hard to hold conversation with them. It's like you can tell that they didn't graduate from university. Their whole way of carrying themselves, how they talk, how they think is so different from someone that has a degree. Of course, not everyone. There's always going to be an exception to the rule, but in my experience, generally speaking, I find it hard to stomach dating somebody that hasn't, because I feel like I'm talking to a child. They act like one, their way of thinking is childish, and yeah, like I just like educated people, and that goes into other things dealing with money and stuff that goes further down on my list. But yeah, people that went to school, tried to better themselves, that have learned a lot, taking classes on different topics. I like men that care about their education. Next, so that was number 5. Number 6, sorry, my nose is itchy. Number 6, I like tall men, and by tall, I really mean average U.S. height, but I live in Japan, so I'm really kind of basing it on here, but I would say the same in the U.S. I like guys that are 5'10" or taller. Of course, I can date a shorter guy before you guys have a heart attack, and I used to say that I've dated mostly shorter men, but now at this point in life, I think I have dated mostly guys that are 5'10" or taller. So at this point in my life, I have mostly dated average to tall men. Yeah. Perfect height for me is 6 feet tall. I think that's the perfect height. I don't like guys that are too tall, so I'm not like I like 6'5", well, technically. But anyway, that's another story. For me, like a good height, I would say is like, as long as you're like at least like, I would say 5'10" is good for me. I can date a guy that's my height. I'm 5'4", I'm 162 centimeters. That is the lowest I am willing to go down. I have dated men that are under my height, but I don't feel like I'm asking for much. I mean, the average height for a man is about 5'9", 5'10". Gosh, if you're 5'3", you're a very small man. So, and that goes for here in Japan too, like you're really little. But back on subject. I get it, people can't help their height, but I'm being honest about what I find attractive. I like men that are tall. There's guys that like girls that have big booties. Some girls don't have big butts. Guys that like, girls with large breasts. Not all girls have big boobs. So, back on subject. Number 7, I like dominant and outgoing men. I wasn't trying to talk sexually. I mean this in like a every like day-to-day life. I like men that can lead, men that aren't afraid to call for the waiter. I like men that aren't afraid to call for a taxi. I like men that can speak and ask at the information desk. Like men that can stand their own, aren't afraid. I'll also keep it real, I like a guy that can choke me. I like dominant men in a sexual sense too, and I'm gonna try to be honest and not make all the jokes and whatnot. I like that. I like a guy that, within reason, I look for an abusive relationship, but I like men that aren't afraid of being dominant, that aren't afraid of taking the lead. I like men that, we'll talk about sex later on, but I like men that know how to lead, know how to be dominant without being a jerk and overbearing and rude and abusive. And a lot of guys, especially black men, don't know how to do that. We're not going to talk about that right now. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Number 8. I like men that like animals, specifically cats. I find that guys that like cats tend to be, really nice and sweet, and that they normally treat women better. Pun not intended, but that just happens to be the case. They like pussies. They like, pussies. So, hey, you treat your pussy good, you'll treat her pussy good, okay? I like guys that like cats. They normally make good boyfriends, in my opinion. They can still be cheaters, liars, and bad people, of course, but in my experience, most of the time, men that like cats make pretty good boyfriends. That was number 8. So number 9, I like men that are kind and empathetic towards others. I think a lot of people don't think about this so much, but this is something that I like, and I noticed. Anybody can fool you and be a good guy to you, like on your date, and, you know, be gentlemanlike and kind to you. But if you're not kind to the people that we're around, like if he's complaining about the wait staff and we're at the restaurant, or he's, you know, honking his horn and getting road rage on our way to the date, or if when we're talking on the phone, I'm hearing him get pissed off because somebody cut him off. I understand those things can be frustrating, but all it says inside my mind is this guy's a jerk. He's an a-hole. He's not empathetic. He doesn't care about other people. He's selfish. He's Mr. Right Away. He's Mr. Right Now. I don't like any of that. And so I think about and I consider all of these things. I like people that don't just treat me well, but I care more about how you treat the people around you, because that really gives me, you know, a sign as to what you're going to be like. Maybe not right now, but in the future down the road. How are you going to treat our children? How are you going to treat me if and when I become your wife? I want to know that this is your real, genuine personality, and you're not just putting on a front for me. Because how it normally works is, if a guy isn't genuinely good, he might be nice to you, but you'll get like signs of him being a jerk to other people. I don't want a guy that's just sweet for me and an asshole to everyone else. I just said the word, but you know what I mean. I don't like that. Let's see. That was number 9. So number 10, I like men that are fashionable. You don't have to be wearing the latest, you know, designer, whatever. But like, I like guys that care about how they look. Like, you can buy cheap clothes from Walmart and make it look good. I did that. I know firsthand. You don't have to buy super expensive stuff. But like, I don't like guys that don't care about their clothes. Just wear like bummy whatever. Don't care about matching their clothes. Don't care about what kind of shoes they have. Like, just whatever. Like, I like guys that know brands and care about brands too. But like, you can buy cheap stuff and still look nice. And a guy that puts in no effort, doesn't care, that's not attractive to me. I don't find that to be cute. Let's see. Number 11, I like men that take care of and love their mother and or sister or sisters. I'm old-fashioned, and while there are exceptions to this rule, I strongly believe that, you know, the way that you treat your mother, your sisters, the women in your life is going to show me how you're going to treat me, because I'm a new woman coming into your life. If you don't love and respect your mother, your sisters, unless you have some sort of crazy dramatic story, like how I do myself, but hey, I still love my parents, I cannot accept any excuse for not talking to your mom. I don't care. I think that you should be grateful for the fact that you are here. You're her child. Your parents are not perfect. I forgave my parents. I have my moments and fallouts with them, etc. I'm human. But I find that a lot of times it's not a matter of people having some sort of bad experience, but rather it's something really small and stupid. They decided, oh my God, I hate my mom, I hate my sister, I hate my whatever, and they just don't talk to them. And the way that I see it is like this. Like, even if that is the case, I have to keep it real. Just because you have family problems and drama and crap doesn't mean you want somebody else with that. And this is a different topic. And let me make it clear for anybody new to my channel watching this. No, I don't have kids. I ain't no baby mama. I don't have no divorces as of the making of this video. Because anything can happen. But the reason why I say this as my disclaimer right now, I wanted to give this analogy, this example. Just because you have children doesn't mean you want to marry or date somebody else that has their own too. Just because you're a felon doesn't mean you want to date a fellow felon. Just because you have family issues doesn't mean you want to date somebody else with them. If you have depression, you want to date somebody else that's depressed. Who wants to take on an extra burden of the same crap? If anything, you want to pull yourself out of it by being with somebody else in a better position in life. And it's not fair for the other person, but that's not what this is about. It's about what you want. And as myself, I have my own family issues and drama, etc. I don't want to, marry into more issues, more problems. I want my kids to be able to see their grandma, to be able to talk to their aunts and, whatever. And I want you to treat me well as your girl and as your wife. And if you're willing to cut off your mom, it ain't going to take shit for you to divorce me, to get mad at me and give me silent treatment. Like, I don't have time for that type of ghetto drama crap. So No thanks, I'll pass. I don't deal with dudes that have mommy issues and sister issues, and you don't respect the women that are closest to you, you are not going to accept and respect me. You could put on a show and pretend to love me, but as soon as things go bad, you're going to put me in the same box as them, and I'm not having that. Nope. Do myself a favor. Let's move on. That was number 11. Number 12, I like independent men that live alone. So, like, you have your own car, you have a career. I don't like people that are still living with their mama. I'm sorry, when you're 20 years old, you can get away with it. When you turn, I'd say I'll give you a year after college. If you are 24 or over and you're still living with mommy and, and got your own car, you're just living in mama's basement. Like, it's like, don't you want your own space? I don't get girls that do this either. It's like, don't you want your own space? Don't you want to feel independent? Like, you can't do anything. You can't talk in privacy. You can't have sex. Like, just everything that you want to do with your partner, like, you can't do because they're living with their mother. It's childish. And then, like, I can't even think about getting married to you because it's like you don't even have your own place. So, like, being serious in a relationship means that we really have to make, real changes, real commitment. We have to both sign a lease for a place. And so there are some good things to this. But in my experience, I find that men that are living at home with mommy, they're not going to be serious with you. They're cheaters. They're people that are just having fun, in it for a good time, and not looking for anything serious. And they're normally bums, which is why they're staying at home with mom. They don't have a career. Or they have a career, but their salary is really low. I don't deal with that crap. You got to have your own car. You need to have your own place. And it got to be the nicest car, the nicest place. But a show of some sort of effort that you're trying to be independent, doing things on your own. Especially if you're dating men like how I do. I don't even deal with dudes that are under the age of 31. You should definitely have that stuff by the time you're in your 30s. Life happens, people have their own stories, and that's cool. It's just not what I like, not what I'm willing to date. Keeping it real. Someone else will date you, but it ain't finna be me. Next, and number 13, men that make 100K or more per year. Yes, I know you guys are going to faint at it, but it's really not a lot of money, especially when you live in a major city, when you're talking about having children, supporting a family. There are men that make 200, 300, 400,000 plus dollars per year. And there are plenty of professions in which you can make this type of money, from being a lawyer and doctor, and the list goes on. But I'm not super fixated on the amount for that reason, like for myself. It's a matter of being smart and thinking wisely, hypergamously, if that's even a word. You have to think about your future, your children. I do not want to have to struggle like how my mother did. I do not want to have to struggle myself if anything happens to me and I can no longer work. And what woman dreams of working? you remember that that was my favorite movie, so you went and picked up that rental for me. I gave this example before. My ex, he, knew what my favorite movie was. He rented the movie for us to go watch together. He knew that I liked Sonic, so he bought me a Sonic the Hedgehog keychain. So, like, just little things like that. Just, thinking about what does she like? What does she not like? What interests her? What does she like to read? What does she like to do? Someone that's thoughtful towards me, because I'm thoughtful towards my partner. So I want somebody that matches me. I'm always thinking about my man. When I'm going out and doing stuff, I think, what does he like? What would he like? What would he do? Oh, he would enjoy this. Oh, he likes that. I try to get into that. So I like it when you show interest in the things that I like, whether it be my music. I love, oh my gosh, I should have put that down as its own point for 14 instead of talking about art. But that was true. Like, for example, I love music. I love it when I can share music with you. And I love it when I introduce you to an artist and a guy, like, he'll come back to me and be like, oh, like, I really like this song. I listen to this artist and I like this song from them too. So that really makes me happy. Number 16, keeping it real. I am religious. I'm a Christian. So I like men that are Christian. I like people that are truly Christian, not just to say it, not just for show, but like someone that really has a relationship with God. Something that I find really attractive for obvious reasons. It's hard to date somebody that has a different religion from you, or to be a religious person dating somebody that's not religious at all. But it's definitely easier to date someone that is agnostic or not religious than someone that is, an atheist or has a polar opposite religion. That's a lot harder to deal with. So, of course, it's doable. Number 17, I like clean men. You'd be amazed at how many men are just total slobs. I like men, you don't have to be like, neat freak, super clean, OCD style like me, but I like people that, don't let their place get ridiculously nasty and messy. Men that can do laundry, that can wash dishes, don't wait for everything to get stacked up, don't wait until they have guests, but men that take care of their stuff, their place, without any, incentive to do it, just to care for themselves. I find that to be really attractive. Men that, can do womanly tasks, which you should be doing for yourself if you're living alone, you're single, but you'd be amazed at how many guys do not do these things. Number 18, I like men that have nicely styled hair. So many guys do not care about their hair, whether it be not getting a lining, not washing their hair, not brushing and combing their hair, not caring about how it's styled. I love men that take good care of their hair, that know what sort of shampoo and conditioner to use. I like men that, practice good hygiene. So, taking care of your hair is, a sign of you being someone that cares about your appearance. You care about what you smell like, what your hair looks like. If you're dirty and nasty and don't care about how your hair is going on, like, that's gross. And I don't know why people think this stuff is gay or feminine, but it's like, you're a human. You have hair, just like how you have nails. You should take care of them. I don't understand that concept, that logic, but whatever. That's life. I like guys that do take care of their hair. Number 19, I like men that have cute smiles. It doesn't have to be perfect teeth. Like, for example, I don't have perfect teeth, but I'm constantly told by guys, like, oh my god, I like your smile. You have a beautiful smile. I like guys that have a beautiful and inviting smile. I like, men that have a smile that makes you smile. So, that's something that I really like. I like guys that smile a lot, actually. It's cute. It's attractive. Number 20, I like men that are good at making plans. A lot of guys don't know how to make plans. They're like, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? So, like, I like guys that just take the lead and be like, oh, like, you said you like, what do you like? You like this food? Okay, how about we go to this place, this day, this time? Like, you plan things out. Vacation's coming up, so you already have, a plan for us. And of course, you confirm it with me to make sure it's okay. But I like guys that, I like guys that can take initiative and can plan something. I like guys that do that regularly on their own. It makes me feel good. Like, the weekend's coming up. So, hey, like, how about we go to this hotel? How about we go to this museum? Do this, whatever. Instead of everything having to be me asking you or begging you, let's do this. Or let's go to this place. I like it if you do it on your own. Of course, I have to get to that part. Number 20, good sexual partners. And so what I mean by that is not a matter of just having a big dick, but rather, I like men that want to make you feel good. And not just that want to do it. I like men that get off on making you feel good. And I said this before in another video, but I don't even mess with men who don't. Like, if you're somebody who, like, you don't eat pussy, you don't, care about making me come, you don't care about having sex in a position that makes me feel comfortable, that I like, and everything's just about you, getting you off, making you feel good, and you don't think about me, and when it comes to me, oh, I'm out of breath. You got 3 minutes, bitch. If you don't come, we through. I'm not doing that. No. I'd rather date somebody else. There's plenty of men that like these things. No. I want somebody that's not selfish, a partner that cares about me, and that doesn't just say it so he can get, his stuff sucked, but like a guy that legitimately, like, it's his fantasy, like, to get me off. Like, that's what I want. I do that for you. If I'm going to give you the full, porn star experience, I want you to give that to me too. If I'm going all out to make you feel good sexually, I want you to make me feel good sexually. I want you to care about what I want. I want you to want to make my body feel good. I want you to want me in that sense, and not just a matter of you're using me as a cum rag. I want you to actually see me as the goal. Like, your goal is to make me come. Your goal is to make me wet. Your goal is to make me feel good. And making me feel good makes you come. Like, I want them guys that be in the comment section on them porn sites, okay? Like, that. Those are the type of dudes that I like. I don't like the guys that, are effing for themselves. The guys that are like, oh, I'm doing this to bust my nut. I don't care about you. If that's your logic, that's the way that you do those things, and you're not a good sexual partner, you're selfish. I don't like men like that. That's really important to me in a relationship. Yeah. Number 22. I like men that wake up early. I'm someone that wakes up early, and when it comes to being in a relationship, I like a guy that wakes up early because I keep it real. I like morning sex. I like to be able to watch the news together. I want to be able to kiss you, and I like being on top of you, and I like cuddling and whatnot. And I've dated guys that are like, oh my god, like, I'm tired. Like, not right now. I'm sleeping 6 hours. And it's like, why do you want to sleep in? This is your off day. Like, I get it, you're tired, but it's like, if you sleep the whole day, you get rid of all the time there is to date, to go places, to do things. I hate people that wake up late. So, like, and for me, late is like, waking up 10, 11 o'clock. Like, the latest I can deal with is 9. And even 9 is kind of late to me. I feel like you shouldn't wake up any later than 8 o'clock. But whatever. Being real, I don't like people that wake up past 8. Like, I like people that can wake up between the hours of, I would say, 5 to 7 is early to me. So I like people that wake up during that time. Yeah. Number 23, I like romantic men. I like men that, do the whole shebang. They like, give you the flowers and buy you a bear and give you a card, and kind of ties together with men that are thoughtful, like I said, number 15. But I like men that, want to give you like the whole experience, the holding hands, being a gentleman, like opening doors for you, and just really like shows you how much that he loves you and cares about you and how much he wants you in his actions, and he's not ashamed to be seen with you. Like, I like romantic men. I love romance, and like I really love guys that want to make you feel like you're a princess. And I say princess and not queen because I want to feel like I am this protected young being and not this higher than you master type, whatever type thing. Yeah, I understand that some girls like that, but for me, I can't explain it. I like feeling like you are the one in charge. You're the dominant one. I get it, kings are over queens, but I can't explain it. I like feeling like a princess. I like feeling like I'm your baby. Like, I'm special to you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I feel better in that sense. And I like that. I like guys that like really want to make, when they are out with you, your day special. They want you to remember it, and they want to know what you like. They want to hear about what you don't like. And a guy that just is really romantic, just wants to give you the best experience, from making sure the music is right and the drinks are right and the food is right, and just really caring about the experience that you have. I love romantic men. Number 24, I like men that like to cuddle. I have definitely dated people before that, when they bust they nut, they are through, bitch, don't touch me. They want to kick you out their house. I'm like, shit, I forgot she my girlfriend. I don't like that, no. I like guys where after sex is done, they want to cuddle with you at night. You roll away from them. He's like, bitch, where you think you going? Pull your leg back on top of him. That's how my ex was. I love that. I like guys that are just as crazy about cuddling and hugging and being close and kissing you and being intimate with you as you are. And not just in a sexual way. Like, I like guys that like to cuddle to the point where they enjoy cuddling more than actually having sex, because I know I love sex. I'm a world-renowned sex addict. So for me to say that I like cuddling more than sex, that just shows you like just how big cuddling is to me. I love being close to you. Bad breath and all. So maybe not the bad breath part, but I'll deal with it. I'll be mature, you know. Yeah. Number 25. I like men that can play music. I love guys that can play musical instruments. Specifically, the piano and guitar are my two favorite. I love guys that can play music. I do like trumpets too. Trumpets are really underrated. If you ever listen to like HBCUs play music, them trumpets, man, people don't be giving them the credit they deserve. People always talk about saxophones and things like no. Trumpets. But anyway, yeah, like I really like trumpets and horns. I really like men that can play music. It shows that you're intelligent, you're dedicated, you take the time to study and practice something. And I just think to myself, if he's willing to do that for this music, maybe he'll do that for me. Psych. I'm just playing up. But like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe, I guess inside your mind, you feel like it translates to the time and effort that he's going to put in for doing things to you. And the fact that he's willing to take the time to learn something. And I feel like people that know how to play music and people that like music, like in detail, like that, like the sound of music, beats, that really listen to music like that, I feel like they're very intelligent. They're like geniuses. They're smart people. And it's not because it takes a rocket science to, read music or to even play it, but rather music is a language within itself. And I'm not trying to be Stevie Wonder, but I mean that legitimately. Like, Stevie was on to something, okay, people? Like, it is a language. You have to learn how to read it. You have to learn how to write. You have to learn how to make beats. Just like how you have to learn how to talk and read in your, native language. So I love that, and I admire that in men that have that talent and that are capable of doing that. What else? And number 26, I like men that can apologize, forgive, and control their anger. Whenever I come across men that are incapable of apologizing properly, whenever I come across men that can't control their anger and get mad and just lose their crap, I honestly instantly get flashbacks to my own father. And I hate to say that, but I'm being real. And I don't like that. I don't like abusive people. I don't like people that, act like apologizing is the end of the world. And I like people that are mature and realize even if you don't think you were wrong, you hurt someone else that you love and care about, and you want to fix the relationship, so it's worth it to say that you're sorry for the sake of maintaining the relationship, instead of being like, well, I don't feel like I'm wrong. I'm right about everything. I didn't do anything wrong. That's your fault. You should have done whatever. Or, yeah, I did this wrong, but it's because you did this. No. You have to be the bigger person and be like, you know what? What you did made me upset, but I love and value our relationship, our friendship, our marriage, or whatever enough for me to decide I don't want to ruin this. I would rather apologize than walk away being right. And it goes so much deeper than just like, little arguments, little disagreements. Because when big things happen, if you're not capable of just saying sorry and it's free, what are you going to do in a bigger situation? It normally shows that you're narcissistic, you have anger issues, you have control issues, and I'm not for that. So, big, huge red flag for me, absolutely no. So, I like men that, are capable, that can say, I'm sorry, and really mean it, not sorry, just to say it, but like, tell you that they're sorry and explain why they're sorry, and give you a plan for how they're going to avoid hurting you like that again. Like, and I do that for the men that I date too, so I want it to be a mutual thing. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it for this video. Hope that answered your question. Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell, like, I do care about height. I do care about your appearance. I didn't even mention that. But I care about height, I care about appearances, and I care about money. But the most important things to me are the time that you spend with me. Like, I want somebody that's good at communicating, like I said. Somebody that's good at texting, calling, and if I were to add a bonus one, I could even say that just wants to be around me. Like, I like people that want and crave me, somebody that thinks about me, that when you're not with me, you're at work and you're like, oh my god, the time is going so slow, I can't wait to see Ren. Like, I don't want a guy where it's like, I gotta see that crazy bitch on Friday night. Like, I want you to be happy about seeing me. I want you to not just crave and want me sexually, but to want to just hang out with me, somebody that enjoys talking to me, someone that enjoys sharing a meal with me. And if you don't enjoy and like these things, you don't want these things, then I don't want you. I want somebody that, makes me feel wanted. Someone that calls and texts me on their own. Someone that plans dates with me on their own. Someone that wants to see me. Someone that's like, hey, like, I didn't hear from you today. Like, is everything okay? Like, I want you to crave and want me, and I don't want that to go away because we're living together. I lived with my ex, and I think about our relationship, and even though we lived together, we pretty much had a date almost every day. We would still go out with each other. We would eat dinner together, whatever, at home, and I would cook for him and I would clean for him, and we just had time where we did stuff together. Like, it wasn't just I do my job, you do yours, but he would want to help me in the kitchen. I didn't like kitchen help, but like, since I wouldn't let him help, I would talk to him, or I might watch him play his game. So like, just little things like that. I like being together. I like the fact that he wanted me to be with him. For example, I'm not really big into movies. I like going to the theater to watch them, but he really liked watching movies at home. So our compromise was to make him happy, because he really wanted me to watch a movie with him. I would watch them with him because I wanted him to be happy, and I felt happy knowing that he was waiting to see this movie so he can be there together with me. He didn't want to be by himself, and when I left and went to my own place, not because we got into a fight at the time, but because I just wanted to be alone, he got lonely, and he messaged me saying that he had missed me and he wanted me to come back. So I like that. I like knowing that you crave me, you want me, and it makes me feel good about myself. So yeah, that's it for this video. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Again, just telling you what I personally honestly really like, and not sugarcoat it, making it fake to make everyone happy. I'm telling you the truth. I'm entitled to have my own preferences to like what I do or don't like. You're entitled to yours. So that's it for this video. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, leave a comment down below. Please tell me, ladies and guys, what's your list? What do you personally like? It can be just a couple of things, or you can give me a full list. What do you find attractive? I guess that's it. So yeah, don't forget, you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Comic95. You can add me on Snapchat at Comic the Savior. I have a TikTok at Comic the Savior. You can read my blog at Comic95.com. I have a Facebook fan page at Comic95 the Savior. And I have my YouTube channel. There's playlists there. You can watch pretty much any topic you could think of. If you enjoy journals and rants, they're all there. And I guess that's it for this video. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope you'll watch another video. Bye. Okay, now that everybody else is gone, for those of you that stayed to the end of this video, what I really like, I like men that make $1 million+ a year, big ass fat dicks, what else? 6'3", the kind that can choke you. You gotta have the choke and stroke combo. So choke and stroke combo, millionaire, fat dick, the kind that lets you sit on his lap while you do your makeup. Men that are good at sucking titties. And the kind that wants me to sit on his face. Yeah, so I think that's it. That's all I look for in a man. That answer your question?